Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Loneliness does not come from having no people about one, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views which others find inadmissible. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. The pendulum of the mind oscillates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol, morphine, or idealism. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth, and if a man does not know what a thing is, it is at least an increase in knowledge if he knows what it is not. Thinking is difficult, that's why most people judge. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. The word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. We don't really heal anything, we simply let it go. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. The best political, social, and spiritual work we can do is to withdraw the projection of our shadow onto others. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego, the second half is going inward and letting go of it. Nothing has a stronger influence, psychologically, on their environment, and especially on their children, than the unlived life of the parent. The reason for evil in the world is that people are not able to tell their stories. Wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a portion of one's being, but by integration of the contraries. If there is anything that we wish to change in the child, we should first examine it and see whether it is not something that could better be changed in ourselves. Every human life contains a potential. If that potential is not fulfilled, then that life was wasted. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. It all depends on how we look at things and not how they are in themselves. Great talents are the most lovely and often the most dangerous fruits on the tree of humanity. They hang upon the most slender twigs that are easily snapped off. To ask the right question is already half the solution of a problem.